But in this next topic, the Tesla Model Y is now cheaper than the competition. And usually when we say competition, we say other electric vehicle competition, but it's actually cheaper than the average price of the new car vehicle in the United States. So we'll take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best behind Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel, but more on that later. All right, so let us take a look at this. So shout out to Tesla North again. Tesla Model Y now costs less than the average new car price in the United States. We've got a little infograph here that says Elon's price war, or Elon's price war, and you notice how it doesn't say EV price war, because Tesla's basically taking aim at the whole market of all the different cars out there: gas cars, ICE cars, hybrid cars, plug-in cars, all the cars out there. Tesla, of course, needs to hit a big number, 1.8 million vehicles globally sales that they're targeting this year, and the US, of course, is a big player in that. And so that's why beginning of the second quarter, they dropped the price of the vehicle, because the Model 3, the Model Y, and S and X, because they've gotten not a lot of units to sell. But here's a summary. Tesla latest price cuts reduced the Model Y starting price by 24%, making it more affordable than the option buyer. But the TLDR on this is that the average price of a new vehicle is around like $49,000, give or take, or $47,000 to $49,000 in the US. That's like all vehicles, of course, sedans, coupes, SUVs, big SUVs across the board. That's the average price of a new vehicle sold in the United States. And what this article is actually saying is that if you take the price of a brand new Tesla Model Y, which is $49,990, you factor in the federal tax credit of $7,500, which I would say most people buying a Tesla would qualify for, or at least qualify for in some sort of capacity. And if you don't qualify for it, then I would kind of say don't buy a Tesla, because you need to be at least 1-to-1 with the price of the vehicle in terms of like income to the purchase price of the vehicle. So if you make less than that, like, you really shouldn't, unless you drive a ton for work or anything like that, then I could see it where it could make sense. But basically it's saying that a new price of a Tesla Model Y is $49,990. You factor in the $7,500 federal tax credit, that brings it down to 42 and some change, or 42.5 or 42,500, and that's $5,300 less than the average price of a new car being sold in March in the United States. Factor in the Model 3, and that's much less than the price of a new car being sold in the United States. So Tesla Model Y and Tesla Model 3 is much less than the competition in terms of actual average prices across the United States. And so that's really where I think there's going to be a lot more Model 3s and Model Ys being sold in the United States, because more people are going to understand the value of it, understand the cost savings with gas, understand the technology. I mean, Tesla's, it's got a lot of brand value. And also the biggest thing, which we'll talk about in a little bit, another topic tonight or today, is the biggest cost savings with maintenance, and how that is a huge player and of it, and really just how reliable Teslas are at the end of the day. Yes, of course, Teslas have build quality issues, and they're not luxury cars, and they got, you know, issues with how they hold up in terms of, well, no, they're pretty much good on how they hold up, but, you know, initially they might not be built 100% correct, but they, you know, they're still very bulletproof cars at the end of the day. We've had 4 Teslas, a Model 3, Model Y S, and now a Model X. And the funny thing with that is, you know, I'm a very chill person. I've loved the Teslas that we've owned, and they're very bulletproof and reliable. But I would say the most problematic Tesla that we've had so far actually has been the Model X that we bought. And not problematic is in like it's been hard to drive or anything like that, just the build quality of it. Like the trims of everything is like starting to fall apart a little bit. You know, of course I should bring it to the Tesla Center to have them fix it, but it's just funny that the most expensive Tesla Tesla has the most build quality issues that we've owned so far. But of course, full video coming soon on that. Plus, we need to release our ownership delivery of video of that as well. But anyways, Model Y now costs less than the average new car in the United States, and so this, people are going to more start to realize that this is a good deal. I mean, a lot of people in metro areas, more probably specifically California, there's tons of Model 3s and Model Ys because people realize how great of a deal it is, and also they don't have to play that game of going into a dealership playing with, you know, all the warranties and markups and everything like that. They kind of just pay whatever the Tesla price is and they are happy with it. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into our next topic, and of course we will jump into the live stream chat to answer all the questions that you have. But before we do that, this video is sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me. You can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources I use to get the best possible deal at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe, or definitely check out that link down below in the description, but more on that later.